welcome to day 11 of Gummiapan's calendar and goodies. Let's open it up and find out what we got. I want to thank Color Me Nordic for sponsoring this month of dies, and they had given me a set to give to my subscribers. I'm going to have a giveaway and for the month and the goodies. Ooh, these are beautiful. We got a basket. Let's see how big this is. The basket is about 1.5 inches wide by 1 3/4 inches. And this looks like morning glories, flowers. Oh, they're beautiful. And how big are them? Let's see, let's put it in here. 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch for that one. And looks like same thing, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Yep. Okay, let's open this one up. Oh my goodness. It has a cute little basket to match him, but it's a different pattern and everything. Oh, very cute. And this basket is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. So, all right. Are we ready to begin to create? Let me get some papers cleaned up and we'll get started. I'm excited about this one today. I love baskets. They're my favorites. Okay, so I went rooting through my dies and I picked up Tonic Studio Square. Has a scalped edge. That's a 3.5 by 3.5. And then I picked the next size, which is 2.5 by 2.5. And this is Gummiapan's. It's like an ivy, but it kind of reminds me of the leaves of Morning Glory. And then I got Diamond Press Just For You, and I'm going to use that. So those are the dies that I'm going to use. And before I'm starting off with a 4 1/4 by 5.5 card, and I'm going to clip my corners right away and round this one off. Sometimes I do this on my cards. I round off the corners, and it gives even the whole card I will round off. So what I went and got from these papers were the ones that I got out of the Dollar Tree, and I'm telling you that if you go in and find a packet of scrap papers, I seen Walmart's starting to carry them too. Pick them up because they work perfect with these Gummiapan, and they're pretty thick. It just reminds me of wallpaper, but it's already embossed. I mean, it's part of everything finished for you, and I just love it. It looks like handmade papers, really. So I cut out the brown and the big with the embossing. Then I did the peach. Then I have these doilies that they're for in the baked goods. So I cut it in half. First, I cut it in half. Then I kind of judged how much I wanted to have hanging over this to lay in here to make it look like a tabletop. And I save these pieces because I will use them for other cards in different ways and everything. And they're fairly cheap. I mean, I don't even know. I have these for a while, and I just keep using them. There's 30 of them, and they're 4-inch diameter, and they work perfect for an A2 card size. So if you go into a cake place, Walmart, I think carries Wilton cake stuff, and you can find it. All right, so there's a mark on that, so I'm going to flip this around because I want to cover that. I'm going to lay this out that it's on the bottom and my words are up here. So, and see, my corners are rounded here. That's why I wanted to go with it like that. So the first thing that I want to do is, I cut 2 layers out because I want to double this up. I just want to make sure that my words fit in there, and like I'll be down a little bit and over. So what I'll do first is I'll glue the brown one down on here, and then this will be my base, and I'm not going to put another layer, that's because I'm going to be putting it in the book, and that's the way I want to do it. I should say. Like I said, I wanted to thank Color Me Nordic again for sponsoring this, and I really appreciate it. And I also really appreciate all the subscribers. I'm so excited that you are watching and commenting on my thing. Like I said, at the end of the month, I want to do the giveaway. I'll be drawing, you know, I'll be explaining in more details of how I'm going to do it, but I'm just trying to pique your interest in what I do. And like I said, I do things really outside the box. So the next thing is I want to wrap this around, but I want to make sure I folded it in because I want it to hang down into the brown a little bit before I go any further, but I want to make sure that I'm like at the right spots. Now this paper is like, it is tissue papery, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this section here first, because this is the location I want it in, and I'm folding this back so it will continue. I'm afraid if I snip it, I'm going to have the raw edges and they might poke up. And that's why I'm rolling it, or rolling it to the back. I want to make it look like a little table when I put this on. So now I'm going to glue this down too. Let's pinch this one first. And then I'll pinch this one next. And then I'm just going to dab in here, not a lot, but then I'm going to glue the rest of it to fasten it to the layering of the next layer. Okay, let's just take and squeeze this out. With it being embossed, sometimes I have to put the glue on a little heavier, so because of not being able to go down in the cracks. Okay, and I am just eyeballing this up. I don't measure. I usually just eyeball, and that's what a homemade card is about. Okay. Now it's oozing out in the cracks here a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'm going to glue 2 layers on the sentiment. And that came from Diamond Press also. It was a folded card. And I just love their sentiments when they're connected like this. They're so easy to put on cards and that. They're they make it personalized, I think. I did a card using this sentiment. I think the other one was "You're simply the best," and then I put, it was for a girl's sister, and I did it, "You're simply the best sister." And you can't get cards that, you know, personalized. And I had her name on the card with the alphabet. Okay. and that makes it more sturdy too. So I'm just going to lay that up there till that dries a little bit. And what I'm going to do is close this up. The colors I'm going to use are light green, citrus blend, and lavender blend. My blending brush, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And I'm also going to be pulling out my gel pens because I wanted something to look a little different. I like mixing everything up. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to color these leaves. And I looked and they're like variegated between, I never cleaned that off from the other day. I'm going to have to, and this is just rubbing alcohol. And this is how I clean up my and it doesn't matter if it stains it. It's a silicone. Okay. So, anyways, it was light green and dark green. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the light green and I'm just going to go blend over the whole thing. And even if I have white showing, it's okay because I want it variegated. And I'm probably not going to use all these leaves. It's just that I wanted to have something to do a filler on my basket. And because there's no stems with those morning glories. And they grow on a vine, usually, the morning glories. And they're like sugar peas or sweet peas or something. And they have like a heart-shaped leaf in that. Like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take my medium and I'm just going to touch in the centers here every so often too. Because like I said, I'm just going, checking. Maybe some I'll make dark too. Like this one behind here and this one up here. I'm just going to touch up every so often. I don't even know if I'm going to use all these, that they're that long. Because I want to break them up and everything with different looks. I'm going to go in with a darker green then too. The darkest, I should say. And I'm going to do a little more darkening, but I'm just going to touch a little bit at a time here. I'm not going to be doing overextensive darkening. Because it just got to look like the leaves are all, some are back behind further, and that's why I do it like this. I'm going to take this one and make that like that. And then I'm going to take the light again, and I'm going to go over it one more time. Like I said, there's probably going to be some white parts showing, but it's just the way the light's hitting and that. And it will kind of make it look natural. All right, the leaves I'm happy with. The next I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work these. So they usually have like a light green where they're connected here. So I'm just going to touch all these up at first with the, and I kept them in the cardstock because they're easier for me to manage it. I'm going to take the dark green, just tip it at the tips. Because I don't know exactly how the placement is. I'm going to be putting these. The next is I'm going to take this light lavender and I'm going to go over the whole thing. And I'm also doing this sporadically because I want some of it looking differently too. And I'm going to have to add some yellow for the center. So And as I get going more with it, you'll be able to see more shading in that. Right now it looks like a hot mess. So I'm going to take the citrus blend, and I'm taking the middle one, and I'm just going to go touch up in the centers here every so often. Okay. And then what I want to do next is I want to take the gel marker, and this is like a purple, and I pull my thingy out. What the heck here? This is so it don't leak. Oh, I don't know if I can get this back into the, because this is to help control it so it don't leak out of your pen. And of course I pulled it out. All right, we'll just try to get that like that. This pen must have been leaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the lines that I have here. Like this. And I'm going to follow the curves of it. And it will start giving it depth on the flower. That flower got away out of its spot. And you can cut these into smaller pieces to build it up too. But I think I'm going to leave mine that it's this way. And I'm going to add more marker onto it. I'm probably not going to use all these flowers. This is a lot of flowers. I just was trying to figure out if I wanted to do layering and everything, and then that way they're colored already, that I don't have to worry that I, didn't have it colored. Okay, so I'm going to try to stick this in here. Hopefully I'll worry about that one after a while. So I'm going to take on the medium color of the purple, and I'm going to go around the edges here and a little bit in here. And now I'm going to start like trying to get it to shape into dimensional for me. I can't explain. This is just the way my brain goes. I'm just going. Probably looks like a hot mess to you right now, but I think in my mind it's showing a certain way. And the morning glories come in different colors too. I think it comes in blue, and some of them are pink. Some come in orange, white. I never grew any morning glories. I've seen them though. They look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go back with my light again and just go down over this a little bit. Not all of them, just a little bit in here. All right. So I think I have my flowers all finished. They're popping out now. And I'm going to take this basket. There's that little. And I'm going to, first of all, I have Lungenberger baskets, so I know that they usually have a brass hinge here for the handle of the swing. So I'm going to put that on first. Then I'm going to take Vintage Photo with my little dauber, and I'm going to layer this up now, like round it off a little bit. I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to fold this also, And I'm just going to brush in here like this, because I want it to have that look like there's, well, you can see it looks like it's shadow from the layer of basket, the rim of the basket. I used to love Lunenburger baskets that I had. I don't know if Lunenburger does any more baskets or not any. Now I want to take my brown gel pen and I'm going to start following the lines again for cracks, and just to add a little more interest. These are in like little heart shapes. How sweet is this? Gummiapan does amazing jobs with these dies, with when they design it. These are, I think it's Matilda. She does a fantastic job. I just love it. I'll go around here. She just does so much with it. Okay. And then this little guy, I am just going to take what's left on my ink dauber. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna also use it. I told you I like to incorporate these goodies. Oops. Let me clean off this purple. I didn't realize I had purple on here. I'll be cutting another basket out. I think I can cover that up. There we go. That's okay. All right. Now I'm going to pull this up. Leave that on there. And we're going to start building the rest of this. I'm going to clean my fingers before I get purple on anything out. Okay. So I can't get it completely off. And with it being so dry out, the alcohol is drying my skin out also. All right, I'm going to glue my sentiment on first. And then I'm going to work on the baskets and show you what my idea was on that. And I want to keep this right down in here, about right there. This will make a cute little birthday card. And then in the O of the U, I want to add this little basket here. Because I want to keep the theme of the basket going. Now, I'm not ready to glue this one down yet because I'm trying to figure out placements of what I'm going to cut. So I kind of want to have some greenery come out. So first I'm going to snip this here. This vine is beautiful. I love this little vine. Now I'm thinking I have too much greenery because I want to. Maybe I might have to snip more. You know what? I'm going to take it over here and just snip this too. And keep that for something later here. Because I want the handle to be showing. And I'm going to snip about right here for that. And the reason I'm not attaching my basket is because I figure out where I'm going with all my pieces of greenery. I think I'm going to put this here because I want that handle to show. Okay, I'm going to keep that there because all right, I'm going to glue everything onto my basket first, the greenery and the flowers. So we're going to take in, first we're going to put this like this. I'm going to take this piece and go here. All right. And now I have to start building up my flowers because I'm thinking about putting some in here. And I'm going to put some on top because that's why I did the tips in green. And then some I'm going to tuck down. And I'm going to have them going all different ways. And like I said, I know I'm not going to use them all because there's a lot. I'm going to poke them all out so I can, because I'm getting confused here with the other. I needed to see what they look like in here. Like this one here. This one's pretty. I think I'm going to stick this one up here. Like that. Oh, these dies are beautiful though. I just love them. I can't get done saying it. I think they're so great. And you know me with my odd numbers. I gotta figure out. I think I'm gonna put this one here. Maybe here. Yeah. I don't need very much. I'm gonna stick him right here. And I have 4, I need 5. And I'm thinking that I kind of wanted this to look like it was vining over yet. Or should I have it coming down? This side. I kind of want it to, it kind of looks nice like that though too, doesn't it? Okay, let's snip this piece off. And then we'll snip this in here. And this will probably droop down more like that. But I don't want to cover my basket up too much. That's what I'm afraid I'm going to cover it up too much. I like the shading that I did on it. If I have it like this, that it's growing really full like this. I'm still. Okay. And I save all my pieces. I don't get rid of them because I use them, if I use them somewhere else. This. I like them hearts showing too. That's why I'm thinking maybe I'll go like this with it. Okay, let's do it that way. I'll go up underneath here, over here like this. And then I'm going to glue this piece on to here. And then I'll be able to put that last flower on. Tap some of this off. Like this. Oh, this is so cute. This will make a beautiful Mother's Day card too. I think I'm going to take this one in here like this. And you know me, I love purple. This is another thing. By rearranging these flowers, it looks like they're all different kinds of flowers. I kept thinking I should snip one and try to tuck it in here too. Just don't know how I do it. Unless I take a little stem. And I can do that. Let me clean this. That's what I'll do. I'm going to take a little bit here. And add a little greenery here. And tuck that right here. And you know, I actually could just tuck the flower over here. Maybe too big. Trim it down a little. I could do that. We're just gonna snippy-doo-dow here. Hang on. This one might be a little touchy. So I'm gonna take it and try to snip along that one little cut. Round this off here. I'm making my own little flower here. And if I take it like this, that's hanging out. I'll be turning around in circles. I want you to be able to see you. Might be too big. Yeah, I think it is. It's too much. But I do like it, the way it turned out so far. And I think that little bit of greenery just finished it off. All right, let me clean this up and we'll glue it into the book and we'll be done with day 11. That was a quick card, or quick book. Okay, let's bring the book. Everything's cleaned up here. Now, I'm going to come down to this corner. And I'm going to take probably the dot there. I just want to make sure I did my yesterday. I love that one too, yesterday. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to commit to that. So, if you did, Color Me Nordic, I'm not sure if they have any more left, but I am linking, I keep linking it on the bottom of my description to purchase these. I totally think they are worth it. I have bought them in the past, and I have never been disappointed with this. I'm just so thrilled to have these in my collection, and you constantly are finding some new use for it for any occasion, and got a little bit of dirt on there, and like I said, I really love them. So this will end my day 11. And I had fun doing this day. I loved the basket. What a surprise. The flowers too. Beautiful, beautiful. So we have day 11 with the baskets, 2 little baskets. At first I was like, ooh, how am I going to use the second basket? And like I said, I like putting the goodies with the calendar. They're both, but they're separate. I mean, you have to buy them separately. But yeah, I think they're really cute. So this is day 11, and Gummiapan, kudos. I love it. I just love this. And Color Me Nordic, thank you again. And subscribers, thank you so much. I really, really am so pleased that you are liking what I'm doing. And it just inspires me to think more out of my box and keep going. Okay, see you tomorrow for day 12. I'm excited to see what we're going to get on day 12. Have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.